that I was running into a no-fly zone. Now, I'm going to explain something to you first. I have a COA for my city, okay? But when you fly outside of the COA, the controller or the drone views that as you entering a no-fly zone.
Recovery One Drone. Let us be your eye in the sky.
Hey, Recovery One Drone here. This is Dre. I'm out here doing some work here in my city of San Bernardino, California. And this is a little tip or may help someone down the road. I'm out here flying an old mall that has been pretty much getting ready to get redeveloped, torn down, and we're going to build something else here, hopefully. The total flight covers about 1.1 miles in a perimeter around the mall. As long as you're flying within the COA, and which is Class D in my area, no problems. I can fly right next to the airport, fly a mile away from the airport, 2 miles, 3 miles, whatever the case may be. Not a problem. But as I exit out of the COA area, that's in my controller, it sees the regular G airspace as a no-fly zone. So I have to actually turn off all of the COA information on the controller. So the drone will continue to fly as it exits out of the controlled airspace into Class G space. Very odd the way DJI has this set up, and it can be very confusing to someone who's not aware, or who has a COA and not aware of flying in and out of a zone. I know people I've heard says their house sits right on the border and they can't take off from the front yard, but they can take off from the backyard because they don't have a COA. But the same thing can happen when you have a COA and you go from that Class B, C, D, whatever is airspace, and you enter into Class G airspace. The controller sees that as a no-fly zone because you have just gone beyond the normal flight area. So it can be kind of tricky and frustrating. It took me about four tries to figure this out, and was wondering why, because according to the maps, the airspace should have covered me for another, I would say close to another quarter of a mile, but evidently it didn't. So this is my quick construction tip, flight tip, number 9, I think we're on right now. And as always, hang on, enjoy the ride, and please subscribe. Thank you. This is Dre with Recovery One Drone.